Welcome to Ride with Alina. My name is Alina and welcome to the 4th workout of the baseline series. The Ride with Alina family is growing and I am so grateful, and for this reason I have created this series, the baseline series. The series consists of classes that I frequently create on my channel, and the purpose of this series is to get everyone up to date on my style of coaching as we do things a little bit differently here on my channel. The series is for all fitness levels. The difference in this series is I'm going to be placing an emphasis on explaining what we are doing and why we are doing it so that we have a solid foundation or baseline when completing my classes. With all that said, it is a great series to complete if you are new, if you are a Ride with Alina veteran, or if you have completed a few of my classes and felt a little bit lost. The 6 workouts in this series are the on the beat workout, the sprinting workout, the climbing workout, a HIIT workout, and the tempo workout. In today's tempo workout, we are going to be riding to a set RPM and resistance for specific time intervals. The beat of the music will be different than our pace. The ride setup is nice and easy. All you have to do is follow the RPM in the bottom right-hand corner and find the appropriate gear for each set. Throughout the ride, the work efforts are going to get shorter while the gear or resistance is going to get heavier. We will be alternating between seated and standing efforts. I will be coaching resistance on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being extremely light and 10 being extremely heavy. If you are new to the channel, I want you to focus on finding that appropriate challenging resistance and holding the cadence or RPM throughout. Take water breaks as you need, push yourself throughout, and let's warm up. Take one shoulder roll to the back, brace the core, and tilt from the hip. Finding a light resistance of 3 out of 10, adding a few turns. Our warm-up is 5 minutes in length, hitting 90 RPM for now. So this is a metrics-based class. We're going to be riding together, side by side. Bracing the core. Chest is proud, shoulder blades are back and down. Hands are in front, nice light grip in the handlebars. Throughout the warm-up, we have 5 total minutes where we are going to be incrementally increasing our gear and keeping the resistance and keeping the RPM constant. So add a little bit more gear, bringing it to a 4 out of 10. Definitely something we feel in the legs. Looking down at your RPM monitor, ensuring we are on 90 RPM. If you don't have an RPM monitor, no worries. Just look at the speed of my legs. Breathe. In just a moment, we are going to take our hands wide and keep this resistance. I love a good tempo workout. All right, team, take those hands wide. Slight lean forward. Holding onto that 4 out of 10. Feeling some heat in the legs. Getting our heart rate up into a warm working zone. Smiles are on. Let's talk about the ride. Up ahead, after this 5-minute warm-up, we have 5 8-minute blocks. Each of them, in particular, is going to have a set working interval and a set rest interval. We're starting off with 50 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. All right, reach down, give me a 5 out of 10. A typical bracing resistance. It's getting hard to push. We're starting to breathe. It's going to be a sweaty one. So again, we're starting with 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. alternating between seated and standing sprints. Our RPM aims are going to be 125 when we're seated and 100 when we stand. Again, this is only for the first 8 minutes, the first 8 intervals. As the ride goes on, I will let you know what's up next. Riding it out for just over 1 more minute until we hit the first effort. So it's a great time if you need to grab some water. And let's ensure we have a proper 5 out of 10. When we sit and sprint, we want a 5 out of 10. When we stand and sprint, we want a 6. So starting with that 5, this is the gear we are going to be pushing in the first effort. 30 more seconds. Just breathe. We're ready to work. We are nice and warm. I'm honestly starting to sweat a little bit already. So when we sprint, we are going to shift our hips forward and keep our hands wide. I want you to give me a true working effort. 5, 4, let's hit 125. 3, 2, pick it up. All right, team, hips forward, chest proud. 50 seconds on the clock. Look down, hit 125. We got a 5 to 1 work to rest. We work for 50, we rest for 10 seconds. Halfway through the effort. How's the gear? 5 out of 10? You can adjust if needed, no problem. These are the longest efforts in the class. Let's make the most of them. Really driving up the heart rate. 10 seconds. Up ahead. 3, 2, slow. Add a 6 out of 10. Preparing for the next effort. Standing sprint. Keep those hands wide. We're gonna hop up. 3, 2, 50 seconds. Hips forward. We're gonna sprint in an attacking position. So adjust gear if you need. Light grip on the handlebars. Brace that core. Aiming for 100 RPM. If you notice, that rest was really short. In this block, the rests are more so to transition. 20 seconds, let's go. Are you hitting 100? If not, getting as close as we can with this gear. 10. Right to the finish. 5, 4, 2, sit, reduce, transition. Just enough time to readjust gear. Keep hands wide. Just slow it down. 3, 2, pick it up. So, oh, my heart rate's already up. In the work, we have a set target RPM. In the rest, within these first 8 minutes, there's no target RPM because we are focused on changing the gear and recovering our mindset so we can hit the next effort. Alternating between seated and standing the entire ride. Yes. 10 seconds, team. Let's keep up the intensity for each effort. 4, 3, 2, slow. Add your 6 out of 10 and get ready to stand. 4, 3, 2, up and out. Not too much time to recover. So, positioning, elbows are in, knees up to the handlebars. If you're bouncing around, give me a little bit more gear for control. So these are our longest sets. The work gets shorter. In the next 8-minute block, we are going to be adding gear for each effort, and we are going to change the efforts to 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest. 10 seconds, let's push. 4, 3, 2, sit. All right, take the edge off. Halfway through the first block of 8. 3, 2, enough gear still, and let's go. So when I say hands wide, a lot of the time our shoulders will want to come up to our ears, but we want to make sure we keep them back and down, engaging the muscles in the mid-back. It's a tough set. Definitely going to be needing a ton of water. Taking water breaks as we need. Not much time for it in this first block, I will say. 10 seconds. Let's work for that full 50 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and slow. Preparing, adding a 6. This time let's hop right on 100 right away. 3, 2, hopping out. I know it's difficult. Great way to change it up. Whatever we do it with purpose. Just past half in this set. Almost done the first block. Five, 4, 3, 2, and sit. Woo. Reduce your gear. Our last time. 3, 2, pick it up to 175. Come on, team. Let's crush this 50 seconds and let's leave it behind us in the dust. "20 seconds. I'm definitely gonna need some water real soon. Ten, 9, 8. Push to the finish. 3, 2, and settle. Give me a gear. 6 out of 10. And up. After the next 10-second rest, we're jumping right in to block number 2. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. I want you to hold this resistance because since we are decreasing the time, we are increasing the gear. We sprint on a gear 6 in the saddle, and we sprint on a gear 7 out of the saddle in the next block. 15, 10, 4, 2, sit. Fully flush out the legs, leaving the gear where it is, getting ready for 40 seconds. In 3, 2, let's go. Hands wide. We are now aiming for 110 in the saddle as we have a heavier gear. Look down. Are we on it? 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we're moving in to 2 to 1, work to rest. Already more than halfway done. Keep up the intensity in the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slow. Again, doing what you need to do in the recoveries, slowing and adding the gear for the next efforts. 7 out of 10, aiming for 90 RPM in 5 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. So you may have noticed, this feels a little bit heavier. And that's exactly how we want it. There's no way we can make it to 100 with this gear. Our aim is 90 RPM for the full 40. So that may mean we need to readjust halfway, and that's okay. Five, 4, 3, 2, in the saddle. Reduce. Get ready for the next effort, mentally and physically. There's still no exact RPM to hit in the recoveries. There will be in the next block. 5, 3, 2, let's pick it up for the full 40. Not cheating ourselves here. Proper 6 out of 10. And we always remember, we don't ride alone. We ride together, and that's why my channel is called Ride with Alina. 10. Hold, recover, hands back in front, add your gear. 7 out of 10. So a 7 out of 10 is usually the floor of a climb. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up. The intensity is picking up. If you are brand new, then 15 minutes is a little bit too long. Try completing 2 or 3 blocks, and then coming back next time and adding 1. Seconds. Yeah. Always in control. 4, 3, 2, sit. Whew. All right. Halfway out of this walk. Let's really focus on working from end to end. From second 1 to second 40. 5. Readjust. Bring the gear down and pick it up. Let's go. We are in it. Using the music to drive our energy, to lift us up. Just maintaining 110. So insanely hard, but we can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, slow, add. Minimize your transition time by adding the gear right after the efforts, or taking it off if we're going from standing to seated. 6, 5, 4, 3, pop it up. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Use the music, come on. Sticking to 90. beating that last effort. Finding your intensity and sticking yourself to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, down, rest, reduce. We got one more of each left. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna take a shoulder roll and hit this last one a little bit harder. 5, 3, let's go. We're not meeting the last effort, we're beating the last effort. Water break after this push. Life is tough. We're making it a little bit tougher, but we're coming out stronger. We're coming out more resilient. And we're doing it together as one team. 3, 2, right to the finish. Hold. I'm taking some water. We have 20 seconds. Final effort ahead. Until we got some 30-30s. Don't worry about that now. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Let's go. 40 seconds. You and me. Up ahead. We still have our 20-second recovery before we move in to 30-second efforts and 30-second rests. There you go. Come on. I feel it too. We are athletes. 10. This is true training. 3, 2, sit. Leave the gear where it is, because we are now sprinting on this 7 out of 10 for only 30 seconds. During the recoveries, we fall to 75 RPM. These are power accelerations. Gear 7 out of 10 is on. 4, 3, 2, pick it up to 100. Yeah. 1 to 1, work to rest. In my opinion, these are the most challenging. We got speed, and we got a fair amount of resistance. Truly is power. 5, 4, 3, 2, slow, hands in front. To 75. Getting ready to add an 8 out of 10 when we stand. But now we got 30 seconds of rest, so we really can get that heart rate down. Not down to baseline, but down to a moderate level so we can push it back up in the efforts. Falling to the beat of the music. That's how I planned it. 3, 2, add, and up. So up here it's heavy. This is a climbing resistance. So let's take our hands to the ends of the handlebars. Take our butt back, tap in the saddle behind us. Let's do these accelerations in a climbing position rather than an attacking position. Aiming for 85 and sticking to it. That is the name of the game. 3, 2, hold. Take a seat, reduce, fall to 75. Wow, my bike is so sweaty right now. Definitely gonna need a full wipe down after this one. Crazy. Butt is back, dropping through the heels. Yes, this is a recovery, but it's an active recovery, meaning we still feel the work in the legs. We're simply at a more comfortable level. 3, 2, pick it up. We have our 7 out of 10 on. Again, only 30 seconds. And during those recoveries, I want you to make those gear changes early on so we don't need to worry about changing our gear during the efforts. Putting in the work, putting in the efforts. Come on, to the finish. 3, 2, hold. Slowing it. Adding your 8 out of 10 whenever you're ready. I'm gonna add it at the 10-second mark before the next effort. We're up, we're at it. This is our workout. Adding my 8. No time to waste. 5, 4, 3, 2, up. Hands to the ends. Controlling with the core. Moving side to side in a pretty fast position. Already more than halfway out. Three, 2, sit, 75. Keep the 8 or slightly reduce. I'm gonna take my reduction now, making the most of the recoveries to make the most of the efforts. We're up, we're down. I'm gonna leave you with this one. What if we went through life not getting close to our potential? Gears on. 3, 2, let's go. Let it sink in. What if we went through life not getting close to our potential? I'll say it again. Reach your potential. This is your space. This is your opportunity. 5, 3, 2, hold. Taking the recovery is just as serious as the work. Three more efforts in this block. We did 50s, we did 40s, we did 30s. This is past the halfway point. 8 is on. 4, 3, 2, hands to the ends. Let's go. It should be a challenge to hit 85, not a walk in the park. Team, the sweat isn't fake. I'm literally drenched right now because I'm putting in the work along with you. 7, 5, 4, 3, and down. The legs just want to slow, and we're gonna let them. 2 more efforts, one sitting, one standing, until we hit 20 seconds of work and 40 seconds of rest. That's gonna feel amazing. 10. Here if you haven't already. 3, 2, let's go. 30 30s. Put in the work for the full 30 seconds and get rewarded in the next 30 seconds with a full recovery. Keeping that chin up, chest proud. It's about this time in the class when our form might want to deteriorate. And that is when we need to be mindful about it. 2, 1. Because we want to avoid injury at all costs. We're here for a good time and a long time. So in the recoveries, what are we really supposed to be doing other than sticking to the beat and changing our gears? We're supposed to be reflecting on the past effort. How hard did we push? Can we bring that intensity to the next effort? Or do we need to push a little bit more? 3, 2, add up. Our final one. Full 30 after this to recover. Treating each effort as if it was the only effort in the class. Last effort mentality, always. 4, 4, 3, 2, down. Take this time and leave your 8 out of 10 on, please. We are now going to hit 20-second sprints. It's more so now a climbing acceleration, because 8 is heavy climbing resistance. My breathing rate's up, my heart rate is up. We're gonna pick leg speed as well. This time aiming for 90 RPM in the saddle. Let's go. It's a challenge. The fight has just begun. You versus you. Turn up the music if you need. 3, 2, slow it. Right to the beat of the music. 65 RPM. We are gonna bring it up to 9 out of 10 when we stand. So the recoveries are almost no longer recoveries anymore. They are sustained efforts. And the working efforts are simply accelerations from our baseline. Add your 9 out of 10, something you can't really hold for too long, and bring it up, trying to hit 80. What a challenge. Truly a climbing acceleration. Am I hitting it? Yeah, we're there. 3, 2, sit, reduce to an 8. You guys ready for the next effort? And we sink into it for the time being. In the recoveries, we're now going from working to working hard in the efforts. 10. We're taking this one in the saddle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's pick it up. It's only 20 seconds. You can do anything for 20 seconds. 10. 4, 3, 2. Slow to the beat. Team, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. I mean, I wish everyone was doing it, but this really sets us apart. Insane amounts of sweat on my ends. If you're scared to hit that 9 out of 10, the feeling is mutual. I'm gonna give you some strength, and in return, give me some gear. 3, 2, up and out. Feel the burn in the legs. Unbearable. Less than 10. 4, 3, 2, down. I need to take that gear off right away. There's no way I can sustain my 9 out of 10. So as you may have guessed it, in our next and final 8 minutes of the class, we are going to be hitting 10-second efforts with 50 seconds sustained recoveries as such. But don't worry, we still have 4 more of these 20-40s. 3, 2, 1. Let's take this one in the saddle. Are we working hard or hardly working? If it's the latter, no shame, readjust gear and get on the beat. Hold. Slow to the beat. Add your 9 out of 10. Let's take it up out of the saddle for the recovery and just hit 65, using the body weight to propel us from side to side. 3 more. Catch your breath. I forgot to take the water break, didn't I? Next recovery. I am the worst with water breaks. 5 seconds. Work on our minds. 3, 2, let's go. Let me tell you a little story. When I became a group fitness instructor, in order to pass the certification, I needed to teach a full 1 hour class with no breaks, meaning no water breaks. It very much so accelerated my fitness. 2 sets, reduce. But it really killed my water habits, my hydration habits, and hydration is so important. This year, I'm making an effort to increase my water intake, as water does so much for our bodies. It literally helps us maintain function of the essential processes, and as a result, keeps us energized. If you're feeling a little tired, try having a glass of water. Results are not going to be overnight. Do it consistently. Stay hydrated consistently. 3, 2, let's take this one. In the saddle. 7 out of 8. $40 total efforts in this class. I didn't want to tell you in the beginning. 4, 3, 2, 1. And out of 40, we have 9 left. That's gotta feel good. Water it is. I am untraining myself to go a full class without water. Shift the hips back, really pushing from the heels. Doing what we need to do in the recovery. Sticking to that 8 to 10. 5, 4, add your 9, 3, 2, last 20. We got 10s up next. I'd like to tell you that it will be a little bit easier, but truthfully, we're keeping up that effort. 2, 1, sit. Reduce to an 8. Up ahead. 1 to 5, work to rest. So when you're ready, throw on a 9 out of 10. Hold 65. If you're slowing a little bit more in the recovery, no worries. Just find a beat that works for you. In the 10-second efforts, we are going to simply try to accelerate. Let's pick it up. Let's go. Effort 1 out of 8. Final block, number 5. We've made it this far. Hold. Your legs should automatically slow, and I want you to try to keep that 9 out of 10 intensity. I know how you are feeling. The focus is the pace. The challenge is the gear. In our next standing efforts, I'm gonna ask for a 10 out of 10 resistance. Extremely heavy. We're only gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Trying to get up to 70 RPM. So bring it up out of the saddle and prepare. 10 more seconds until I'm gonna ask you to reach down and give me a gear. 5, 4, 3, add your gear, slow the legs, and then try to accelerate to 70. Keeping the butt back, keeping the chest up, keeping the gaze right ahead. 3, 2, slow and sit, reduce to a 9 or an 8, and hold 65. These efforts are mean. These efforts are challenging. We're here for the challenge. Why did you decide to get on the bike today? Whatever that reason was, pull it out. Keep it in mind for the next few efforts, right up until the end. The next one is in the saddle, 9 out of 10. No cheating in the gear and the efforts. Lighten the grip and the handlebars. 5, 4, 3, 2, add on. Let's go. We're on for the full 10. 5, already halfway. 2, slow right down. Standing to seated, seated to standing. After this next effort, we will be halfway through this block. Now is the time to quite literally saddle up. Forget about any excuses, any of those voices in your head. This is your time to perform. 10. Bring it up. Get ready to add. Add your 10. It slows us and we accelerate. 5, 3, 2, down, reduce, rest. Halfway point in this block. How were the past 4 efforts? How did they feel? Were you giving it your 100% max intensity and max intention? If not, they're behind us. We can't change those efforts. But what we can influence is the ones up ahead, the next 4. Don't leave this class wishing you gave more. Taking this next effort here in the saddle, in the seat. 5, add it on, 3, 2, accelerate. This one's for our outdoor riders. Mimicking the uphill intensity. 2, and reduce. Follow the beat and just hop up, out. A full class, full of accelerations. Why we sweat? It's our body's way of cooling the system. When we work, we're using many metabolic processes. 20 seconds on the clock until our next effort. And when we're using those metabolic processes, we're emitting energy, we're emitting heat. And so we don't overheat. Our body has an internal mechanism, the sweat, to cool us off. 3, add your 10, let's go. And I think that is amazing. Our bodies are capable of so much. 5, 4, 3, 2, sit, reduce. Our bodies are capable of so much. Sometimes our minds don't let our bodies reach their potential. In this next effort, I want you to try your best to shut off your mind, shut off the doubt, shut off any negative feelings, and work to your body's potential. 10, 5, 3, 2, let's go. Last effort in the saddle, team. Hold. Bring it up. Ten more seconds, one more effort in this ride. until we cool down. Let's do this one together. Let's do this one with a smile. Yeah, let's use our athletic capabilities, our strength, our endurance, and let's give it our all. 15 seconds until we hit it. 10, 7. This one's for us. Add your 10, slow the legs, and pick it up. Full body movements. 3, 2, 1. Slow. Take a seat. Reduce. Keep your 8 out of 10 on for the final 40-second working recovery until we hit our cool down. One, two, 1, 2. Team using this time to really reflect on the past 45 minutes. The way I structured this class, it is exactly 50 minutes from the first second of the warm-up to the last second of the cool down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we can reduce. Bring it down to a 3 out of 10. Give me an 87 RPM. Hands in front. A very traditional cool down. A feel-good cool down. Focusing on lowering our heart rates. Feeling those endorphins. Feeling the effects of those endorphins, really. 5 full minutes to cool down. Combination of stretches and accelerations on a light gear. In a few seconds, we're going to take our hands wide on this light gear and pick it up to 100 RPM. Take those hands wide, shift the hips forward, and let's pick it up. Nothing too crazy. Just getting our body back down to baseline levels of functioning. The work is over. We won the fight. Still holding that core brace and posture. If you enjoyed this ride, be sure to give it a like. Comment down below what your favorite block was. Mine was the 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off block. I love giving the intensity and then having that same amount of time to reset to hit it again. Getting ready for some stretches on the bike. Push it up. Slow the legs, don't worry about them. 3 shoulder rolls to the back. 2. And 1. Interlace your fingers. Bring your arms up to the sky and drop your shoulder blades down. Grab onto one wrist, pull it to the opposite side, up and over, and let's switch. Lower the arms down, neck stretch, ear to shoulder. Eyes up to the sky. And switch. Head back to the middle. Tilt. Take your hands wide. And let's roll it out on 90 RPM, reducing the gear as needed. Breathing. Hopefully by this point we're a little bit more in control of our breath and our heart rate has settled. So I am a kinesiology student, exercise science student, in my 4th year. I'm taking this course called Exercise Testing and Prescription. It basically prepares you to challenge the CSEP personal training exam. So CSEP is like a regulating body of like the gold standard of personal training and exercise kind of professions. I'm not sure if I'm going to challenge the exam, but either way, we're doing some blood pressure and heart rate measures in the lab last week. And I know my resting heart rate, of course, but everyone always seems to be extremely surprised about how low it is. In the lab, we calculated it to be 44. My watch always gives me between 40 to 44 beats per minute. Very low. But that's completely resting, not talking, literally just sitting or lying there. Rolling it right out to the end. So that's another one of the benefits of any cardiovascular based exercise. Our body is getting more efficient. Our heart in particularly is getting more efficient at pumping blood to the rest of the body. It gets stronger. And with that strength, our heartbeat lowers as there is more blood pushed out with each heartbeat with more training. Alright, start to slow it down. Getting ready to hop up off of the bike to do some off-bike stretches. Unclip, uncage, and I'll meet you at the side of the bike. Alright team, grab onto one foot or ankle for a quad stretch. Knees together, hips forward. Stretching at the front of the legs. For a deeper stretch, push your hips further forward and keep that chest proud. Let's switch legs. Opposite foot, opposite hand. Using the bike if you need for balance. Lengthening those muscles. Dig your heel into the floor, point the toe up for a hamstring stretch. Straightening the front leg, pulling the hips back and tilting from the hip. Trying to keep our back flat. Deeper stretch here. We pull our hips further back and then tilt. And switch legs. Flex the foot, tilt from the hip. Hamstrings are responsible for the second half of the pedal stroke. You pull back up. Use equally as much as those quads and glutes. Alright, figure 4 glute stretch. Cross your ankle over your opposite knee. Sink the weight back. Keep that chest up, ensuring your hips are in line with your knee and your knee is in line with your ankle. Just give it a little look down and twist if you need. You may feel the stretch a little bit more. Deeper stretch here. You can push down on your thigh. Just a little bit of weight goes a long way. Switch legs. And also, if you've done some of the other baseline classes, you've probably caught on. I'm wearing black in every single one of the rides. Why not stick to the theme? Alright, take your hands on the handlebars, feet hip width apart, sink the weight back. Release your upper back. Release your shoulder blades. And then come up onto your tippy toes. Set your shoulder blades back and down. Reset them. Perfect posture for the day ahead. Eyes up at the sky. And lower. Give me a deep breath in. Reach up and exhale, lower down. Amazing work today, team. My name is Alina. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I really hope you enjoyed that ride. Next week we are going to have a HIIT and HILLS ride to conclude this baseline series. Again, it is for all fitness levels. Have an amazing day. Be sure to hydrate, and I will see you in the next ride.